Hello everyone, welcome back for another Anything Goes Saturday. I had ordered this after seeing Jennifer McGuire use them, and I loved what she did. I haven't been able to find the video to see what she did, but I have looked it up. This is pigment ink, but it's by Lisa Horton, and it's her Cloud 9 inks. A lot of her inks are interference inks, which does some cool things, but these I ordered because they were metallics. So I have pearl, platinum, and rose gold. Those are the ones I ordered. She has a variety. So I'm going to play with these and share my play with you. And then from there, I'll decide what I'm going to do with them. But the first thing I thought I would show you is how they go on white cardstock and black cardstock, just because it's interesting. They are foam pads. I'm making a lot of noise here. I'm sorry. I'll move it out of the way. They are foam pads, and they are highly pigmented, and they're very shiny. So if you're into shiny things, I'm almost done. There, I got it all off. These will be fun. All right, let's see. Let's start with Natural Pearl. All right. And I'm going to use a blending foam thing. I think that's the best way to do it. And I'm going to put it on. And you might not be able to see the pearl. I can kind of see it. It's got a kind of a pinkish tint to it. Maybe I don't have enough on my thing. All right. And not a whole lot, but let's see what it looks like on the black. Ah, there we go. I always love to find things for colored cardstock, especially dark. Okay, so there's that one. Doesn't show up much on the white. Now, you cannot use these for anything else, so I'm going to set this over there, and eventually what I'll do is I'll put a glue dot on the bottom. Maybe I'm not going to. I got to find some way to store them. I may just put them in the box. All right, now this is platinum, which is like a silver. Oh, that's up there. And maybe these aren't the best blending things for them. Let me try some blending brushes. Hang on. Okay, I pulled in some, I don't know what you would call it, but we'll find out how it does. Yes. So it does make a difference what you use to blend with. All right, let's try it over here. All right, so that's the platinum, which looks kind of gray to me, not silver. Let me go back to the Cloud 9 and use one of these and see, or to the Natural Pearl. and see what I get. Now you do, when you use these, yeah, look at that. It goes on so much better. When you use these, you do need to let them dry or heat set them. All right, now this is the rose gold. Okay. All right, so I have those. All right, so I don't know if you'll be able to see this, the shine on these. My light is probably not real good. Let me turn my light on just a minute. There's the shine. And you can kind of see it on the white, the natural pearl. So there's the shine that you get. Now let's look at it on the black. Wow, look at that shine. And that's not even dry. Can you imagine how shiny it's going to be? Let me dry these. Okay, I have dried them. The pearl does not show up on here at all. This is the platinum, which looks green to me, and then that's the copper. All right, so let me show you these. Now there's the pearl. There's the platinum, and that's the rose gold. I called it copper, but it's rose gold. So there's those with that. So let me find some things to play with and make a couple of cards. Okay, I came up with 2 ideas for you. I pulled in my Spellbinders Tunnel Clouds dies, and I'm using it for the moon and the stars. I'm gonna do a nighttime sky. So, oh, and the clouds. I punched out my, or die cut my clouds. I've die cut my moon, and I've put it on foam adhesives. And then I put my stars on glue dots. I wanted to do this fairly quickly. I have a piece of navy cardstock and my card base, which is white. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create a background. So, oh, I'm gonna use my natural pearl ink. I have some water and a brush, and this is a silver jelly roll pen. So I'm gonna add some ink on here. I don't want a lot, and I'm going to take, and I'm gonna spritz it with water. All right, and I'm gonna lightly tap it and get some ink on there. And I'm gonna stop there. I have to fix the top of it. It's there, that's a little better. I'm gonna stop there, and I'm gonna go dry this. Okay, as you can see, it's not a whole lot there. So I'm gonna do another pressing on top. All right, so I'm gonna do some layering in of the ink. Just to get kind of a fun background. Let me dry this. Now this isn't bad, but I want it more, so I'm gonna do another one. And I may do this a couple of times and then just come back when I'm ready. Okay, I'm good with that because it gives it, and I'll pull it up a little closer so you can see, it gives it a fun, almost spooky kind of sky. I did put on a lot of ink this time, and I don't want to waste that ink, so I'm going to take, and I'm going to use another piece of blue to put down on it and sop it up. Actually, what I did was I did it on a piece of dark purple, And that's what I got. I'll add more to it later. And I was gonna add splatters to this, but I kind of have splatters with the way I did it, so I'm not going to. I need to clean this up. All right, let me get all my pieces out and we'll get this put together. And then I have another idea to share with you. Okay, now, as you can see, this is pretty warped. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on with my double-sided tape because I want to make sure it sticks down. When your paper is warped, you want to make sure you use a heavy adhesive so that it sticks down. You could probably use, I'm looking at this, I think I want it this way. And this one is really sticky. It's not my favorite. Oh, I cannot believe I did that. All right, hang on. I just ripped my card. I'm back. You want to make sure that you use a heavy adhesive. Just be careful if it's really heavy, because if it's not going to lay flat. You could probably use glue, and that might not be on straight, but guess what? It's staying. I'm not worried about it at this point. You could probably use glue, but you'd have to put something heavy on top. All right, now let's get our pieces on. All right. The first thing I'm going to do is my moon. And I cut the moon out of shimmer paper, and the same with the stars, so it would have some more sparkle. When I finish, I'll try and hold it up so you can see some of the sparkle. And the moon has quite a bit of detail to it. It's kind of fun. And I'm just going to put it in the sky like that. I could see that purple for Halloween. That would be a fun one. All right, now I'm going to put my stars on. And like I said, they're on with glue dots, so I'm going to use my pokey tool to get them off. And these are really sticky too. I guess I've had some of these for a while, and I'm going to save the space here for a sentiment. I don't know what I have or what I'm going to do, but we'll find out. All right, let's put this one here. All right, these have others with them, so I've got a good thing that one didn't flip over the other way. Okay, let's put that one there. All right, and that one, now I was going to say it looks like it's upside down, but it's not. It's just the way it is. All right, now, I thought it would be fun to add some clouds, but I wanted my clouds to really show up. So that's why I'm going to use my silver pen and go around the edge. And you got to do this and take your time. So I'm going to do that with all of these, and then I'll come back and share it with you. Okay, I got my clouds done, and I think that silver adds something. It really just makes it pop. And I'm looking for some thicker dimensionals. Okay, let me get my backs off of here, and I can sprinkle them on my card, and I'll have my stars, some of them peeking out from behind it. All right, let's go with this one here. That star from the back side. Turn this one around. And then this one right about there. And that gives me my space for my sentiment. So there's the first idea using the Lisa Horton inks. For the next idea, I thought I would do some stamping with it. And I've chosen this image, and I'm going to use the rose gold ink. I'm going to mount it on a piece. This is copper, but I think it matches. And there's my card base. So let me get my sentiment stamped. Not my sentiment, my image. Well, it is highly pigmented. Got it on my fingers and I don't want it on my card. All right, now. I'm thinking something like this would make a pretty wedding card. Oh, wow. Look at how that stamps. That is great. Now, you have to be careful because this is a foam pad, and I pressed kind of hard, and I was praying I didn't mess it up, but I didn't. All right. I need to dry this because I don't want to smear it. Okay, this one's bowed a little bit. So I may try putting it down without any tape runner. I think it needs a bow because I'm thinking I could put congratulations down here. Let me get a bow. Okay, I found this in my stash. I didn't have any copper. Don't ask me why. So I'm going to use this. I think it'll work. Let me get some double-sided tape here. Okay. And now I need my card. I think I can put this on with my tape runner because it's a regular backing. It's not shiny. I will run a piece across the middle. All right. This make a great birthday card for somebody who's, you know, older, 80s, 90s, 100. Because it's just so simple. All right, let me cut my tails. Oops, messed that one up. There. And then this one I'm gonna put on. I'm gonna go this way because it's kind of laying that way. Give me another glue dot. And this is a very fine bow, so I'm just using the one glue dot right on the knot because it's going to grab the edges of that ribbon. And there's 2 ideas for the Lisa Horton metallic ink. I don't know if you can see. Let me turn my light on. All right. Look at all the sparkle on that one. All right, and let's see. You can kind of see the sparkle on the flower. It's very subtle. I'm trying to catch it there, that you can see it in a couple of spots. I hope you enjoyed this idea. I don't know what I'll be playing with next week, but make sure you come back to see. Have a super Saturday. Bye.